First of all, it is 3 in the morning, and I finally decide that I'm mentally stable enough to do this video. I feel like so awkward doing this video, because I know that he's probably gonna see it. So, there's like no intro that is fit for this video. It's kind of a serious video. It's serious to me. Probably not to him, but it's fine. I'm gonna have to edit this video a lot, probably, because I feel like I'm just like, I want this video to be as perfect as it can be, and I know that it's not going to be absolutely perfect. It doesn't have to be. I just need it to be good enough to where I can get my points across and not make anybody too mad. Obviously, some of these people are going to be mad, but I can't help that. I'm breaking this video up into sections, and I have 2 of them up here that I'm gonna do right now if I can actually get it together and like stop stuttering, and I'm so dumb. The reasons I'm making this video is because there's a lot of rumors around my school. It's mostly just a school problem. Like, high school is stupid, honestly. Another reason I'm making this video is because multiple people, not even just one, have told me that he was talking about it at least during this last school year, and I had already planned to make this video a year ago when it like officially ended, but I wasn't in the right mindset to do that, and I finally decided that I am, and that just gave me even more reason to do it. Now that I know that he's said something at least during this last school year, then I'm gonna do it. Like, I have a right to defend myself. And the only reason that this is going on YouTube is because, number 1, I'm too socially awkward to actually tell anybody besides my best friends. But I also just, like, I want to share my side of the story, because he's telling people that he didn't share his side, but so many things about the relationship that we had are public because of him. Just know that, like, I wouldn't be making this video. I wouldn't be making this a video if it wasn't so public. And if everybody didn't know something about the relationship and didn't have their own, like, little theories and whatever, I wouldn't be making this video if it wasn't so talked about. And I know it's less talked about now than it was maybe 6 months ago, and I still feel like it's important. That's really the reason, is like, I just want to share my side of the story, because I know that a lot of people have asked for it. I know that, like, probably not asked for it in a video, but has asked what happened. Like I said before, I'm only going to talk about what is already public. I'm not gonna add anything to it. I'm not gonna make you guys hate him. I don't want you to hate him. I don't want you to, like, attack anybody that is involved in this. This is something that happened between us, and it just happens to be public now, and that's why I'm doing this. And that's the only things that I'm going to talk about, is what's public. So if you expect more, then it has to become public by him first, because I'm not going to disrespect like that. I feel like this is already, like, a little crossing the line just a little bit. I don't want to obliterate the line. Okay, next. I'm gonna be changing names, even though most of you are gonna know, like, the main person at least. you're probably gonna figure out most of these people. Some of you won't be talked about in this video because there's a lot more involved in this than I would like there to be. But I'm gonna be changing names. If you figure out who it is, please don't try to attack them because it's most likely not even their fault. Just don't send hate to people. Just don't hate people. Like, I don't want them to be affected too badly by this. Like, yes, own up to your mistakes. Maybe he has already. Maybe he's a better person. Maybe they're all better people, but I don't know. Just don't attack them for this, because most of it I've already really moved on from. I just would like to share my side of the story because now I am better, in a better place, and I'm able to share it. I feel like I'm just saying things over and over again. Oh, another thing, this is like kind of dumb, but if you hear my dog move, she's in her cage right now, supposed to be sleeping. I'm trying to like figure out the best way to word these things, just because I don't want to piss people off. Another thing, his current relationship will not be talked about. I will not talk about her, and if she's watching this video, I'm sorry. Please don't let this affect your relationship with him. I don't want you guys to break up because of me. Don't rethink unless he's doing this stuff to you. I can't talk. Oh my god. I've never met you. Pretty sure you hate me. And that's okay because that's how most of the people at my school are. And just, if you can help him, help him. If he's helping you, then let him help you. If you're good for each other, then make it last, because, like, not to be mean or anything, he really has been through a lot, and I don't want to blame him for everything. He doesn't not deserve love. And if you guys love each other, then I think that you should try to make that work. Don't let me affect your relationship, please. It doesn't involve me. It's nobody's business except for you two. And if I make jokes like I already have, just know, like, I'm trying to not have a panic attack or cry. Like, right now, I'm having trouble breathing. I might need to stop. This is why I'm only doing it in sections. This is why I'm filming in sections, because I was thinking about it for the past 2 months, and, like, the whole video, the entire time I'm filming it, is gonna stress me out, of course. It's a serious topic. I feel very strongly about it. Like, it's serious, and I don't want to mess it up. I want to make it as perfect as it can be. I want to hit all of the points that I know need to be hit, and still respect people that are involved. And why am I saying, like, I'm talking weird, I need to go. Okay, that's the end of my reasons for making this video and the disclaimers. Just keep those in mind while watching the video. That's really it. Like, that's really it. Okay, it's been a couple weeks since I filmed the last part of my video, and I'm tired of stressing over it, and honestly, I just want to get this over with, so... Okay, anyways, so I look like shit, I know. Go ahead, leave a hate comment. I'm wearing a Mario shirt, I know, okay? Go ahead, leave a hate comment. I'm on my bed again, because I don't feel like doing anything. It's also 4 in the morning, so I'm gonna try to get through as much as I can. I'm gonna do as much as I physically can, because I'm so sick and tired of stressing over this. You have no idea. Like, I just sit and think for hours about like every possible thing that's gonna happen after. And you know what? Bring it on, because I've already like thought of it all. You're not gonna surprise me. Here I have my list again. It's not as organized as last time. Kind of like not okay, and I'm kind of depressed, and that's not okay. So we're gonna try to just like get through this video, get it out there, finish it, and if I end up posting it, even if I don't end up posting it, as long as I'm like ranting to the camera and I'm like explaining myself, I feel like I'm defending myself somewhat, even if it's not going to anybody. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm not okay. Basically, it's the summer after 7th grade? Yeah, after 7th grade. Okay, it was the summer after 7th grade, and basically I was friends with, hang on, let me get the name changed, Katie. I was friends with Katie. We're gonna call her Katie. And she had a friend, and we're gonna call her Gracie. So I don't remember exactly how I found out about Gracie, but I found out about her, I'm pretty sure, through Katie. I don't know, but they were best friends at the time. And see, I had never like known anybody that was gay. that might sound like it came out of nowhere, but like just listen, okay? Wait, let me explain. I never like yeah, people would like call each other gay and stuff, but I never thought of it as like a bad thing, and I never thought of it as like an actual thing. Like, I really did not know. And I'd just been like exposed to like I only knew one person that had done things with a guy, and I was like so confused because like nobody else was doing it, and I was like, is that okay? Like, I didn't know. Like, and it's not like I was told like by my religion or anything that it was bad. It's just like I had never like been exposed to it before. I started to notice that I liked Gracie a little too much. I'm over that insecurity. I used to like avoid it for the longest time, and I would like tell people like, no, I don't like girls. Like, what? Because everybody thought like I was so innocent, and they still think I do sometimes. Like, some people are like, oh my god, you're like so innocent and so little and so cute, like you could never do anything. This is like sounding wrong, because like this is what I actually thought, and I'm sorry, but like this is what I actually thought. And so I just like, I didn't tell anybody at this point that I liked her, and I just like, I came to terms with it. I was like, okay, I might have a crush on Gracie. But she was dating somebody else, and I didn't want to get in the way of that. And I also had a crush on this guy, and I had more of a crush on the guy just because I knew like I would at least have a chance, and like, cause I'm pretty sure Gracie's straight. Started talking to, we're gonna call him Jack, the most basic name ever, but like so is his real name. So he asked me out, we started dating, and about like a week in, I started like feeling guilty because I liked them both at the same time. And I went to my friend about it, and we're gonna call her Emily because it's nowhere near close to her real name. I went to Emily about it, and just like basically said, I like them both, I don't know what to do, like, what do I do? Whatever makes you happy, basically, is what she told me. And she's the first person that I ever told that I like was interested in girls, and I don't know, because we were starting to get like really close at that time, but we never really became like best friends. I don't even know where to go from this. Okay, so after that, I went to Gracie because I felt like I owed it to her to like tell her. And I know that like seems really dumb, and it was really dumb. I told her and I was like, look, I kind of like you, but I don't want to mess up what you have, and I'll be okay if you don't like me back, cause you know, whatever. And she was like, okay, and yeah, I just want to be friends. Okay, so we decided to just be friends. Problem solved, right? Cause now I'm dating Jack. We've been dating for like a week or two. It's all good. After that, the next big thing that happened is me and Emily aren't friends anymore. It's because I kind of fucked her over, and it's completely my fault. I'm not gonna blame him for this. But basically, she told me a secret. I'm not gonna say that on here, obviously. So, she told me the secret, and at this point, me and Jack had built this thing like no secrets, okay? That was like our rule. No secrets. But okay, that was our rule. So he could tell I was upset when she told me this thing. He kept pushing and pushing, and I was like, okay, but you can't tell anybody. And I thought I could trust him, but obviously he told one of his friends, and then that friend told that entire group that she was trying to avoid telling. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and blame anybody else. I should have left right there, because obviously, like, it's 8th grade, like, I don't need a relationship. We'd only been dating for like a month at this point, and like, it wasn't worth it, and I should have realized that, but I didn't, and that's my fault. And her two best friends low-key hate me, high-key hate me, like, it's obvious. But you know what, I can't blame them. It's okay. And I'm sorry. Even though I've already said sorry, I just didn't explain myself, because I felt stupid. So I'm sorry about that too. If you're even watching, I doubt you are, but it's okay. Okay, the next big thing that happened. So I know a girl named Stephanie, like in real life. I'm not talking about that Stephanie. Okay, she's great. But I couldn't think of another name. So we're gonna call this one girl Stephanie that I'm talking about. So I started being friends with this girl, Stephanie. One day, Jack did not sit with me at lunch. He didn't come see me in the morning. He didn't talk to me all day. At all. And the reason is because Stephanie told him that if he were to break up with me, that I would go to Gracie. I'm just kind of like ranting to the camera, so I'm sorry if I like acting weird or whatever, but I'm just kind of doing this for my own good. Basically, I was talking to her, and we were talking about people that we used to have a crush on, and at this point I was kind of getting more comfortable with the fact that, like, okay, I find some girls attractive, like, get over it. And I've started to notice, like, I'm not the only one, obviously. But, so I told her that I used to like Gracie, and she was like, she had like a list of people. She was like, oh, and if this person doesn't want me, then I'm gonna go to this person, but I also really like this person. I was just like, I'm just like who I like. Okay, I'm editing right now, so don't mind this angle, but I just realized editing this that she also kind of outed me, because she like told him, and when I confronted her about it, she was like, oh, well, he's your boyfriend, I just thought he should know. Like, can I not just like do that on my own time? Like, I didn't come out until last year. And then that whole thing blew up, and that's kind of where, can you shut up? That's kind of where, like, mine and Jack's problems, like, kind of really started. I think that's where he, like, didn't trust me anymore, even though I shouldn't have trusted him anymore, but, like, he, like, blew up at me for it, and I said that I was, like, still kind of comfortable with the fact that, like, I found girls attractive, but I didn't want to tell him that, because I felt like I could tell that he was the jealous type, is all I'm gonna say. And I didn't want him to think that I would, like, cheat on him or whatever with a girl, and, like, because I didn't want to, like, isolate myself even more. So when he asked me if I was bi, I said no, and that is a mistake on my part. Mistake number 2 on my part, actually. I'm pointing out my mistakes too, not just his. This part is, like, the part where I really gotta say, like, he's not a bad person. I just, like, that's my biggest worry, because I don't want him to, like, look at me and be like, oh my gosh, it's all her fault, now everybody hates me. But honestly, that's how I feel about him, because I look at him and I'm like, you're the reason that everybody hates me. So after that, like, a lot happened for the next, like, maybe 6 months, just, like, breaking up and then getting back together, and it was, like, very abusive verbally. I wanna say that very clearly. He never physically hurt me, sorry, but I wanna say that the abuse was not just his fault. Sometimes I was overreacting. Sometimes I did do things to purposefully make him jealous or whatever, etc. But I don't know, it was just a bad situation for both of us, and we always kept going back to each other. Either I would beg for him to come back, or he would beg for me to come back, and it was just like a whole mess. The next part is, like, one of the hardest things, because, like, at this point I had barely any friends because I lost Emily. Therefore I lost all of Emily's other friends, and just, like, I didn't really have anybody to go to at school. I was always with him. I was always, like, under his eye, I guess, like, always being watched by him, like, just in his presence, I guess, because if I wasn't, then he would suspect that I was doing something behind his back, and I just thought it was better to, like, stay by him and, like, just go with whatever, because I don't know, I loved him. Chloe and Jack were best friends, and everybody's gonna know. Don't send hate to Chloe either. I'm good with her. Like, we don't bother each other. We say hi to each other. We're like, hey, whatever, in the hallways. Okay, we're good. Like, we don't fight. We don't argue. We don't hate each other. At least I don't hate her. Don't take this out on Chloe, because Chloe, you know, I'm changing names. Another person in the group besides Chloe that I was, like, kind of okay with and kind of friends with was Bailey, and like, from the start she was kind of like, this isn't healthy and you need to, like, leave, and I should have listened to that, but obviously didn't, and I kind of got mad at her for bringing that kind of thing up, because I don't know, I felt like she was, like, trying to, like, take me for herself and, like, I don't know, try to isolate me, but really I was already isolating myself for him. So it's kind of like, that didn't make sense. She started noticing how mad I got at her when she said those kind of things, and I don't blame her for this either, because when, like, you know when a friend isn't listening to you, you gotta just, like, step away and let them figure it out themselves. And, Like, it's so hard to do that, and I'm so glad that she did do that, because now I actually, like, look back at that and I'm like, I should have listened to that, and next time I will. But oh my gosh, freaking fuck this. So she kind of stopped talking to me for the most part. Like, we still said hi to each other and like talked in class and stuff, but we never talked about him. We always like distanced ourselves from each other whenever we talked about that, and by the end of the school year, like, I didn't even talk to her barely at all. So I had hardly any friends at this point, because even Chloe, like, being my friend, like, she wasn't that close to me. Okay, and now the next big thing, which is probably like one of the bigger things. This whole relationship lasted like around 1.5 to 2 years, by the way, so like all of this is being spread out, like, you know, because I can't keep track of like the number of the month, you know. One time Jack broke up with me and went straight to dating Chloe, and the reason that this like made me so mad, and I kept like posting about it and stuff after, like, right after that, is like, I'd always thought that like maybe he liked her, and I could always tell that she kind of liked him, and like, I don't know. I like dropped Chloe and I got more mad at her, and I shouldn't have, and that's bad on my part. I told her that she like betrayed me and all this stuff, and in a way, like, yeah, I still kind of feel that way, but I mean, I gotta get over it at some point, and I feel like I have, because like during this last school year, seeing her in the hallway, like, I wasn't mad at her. Like, I didn't look at her and be like, oh my gosh, I'm still freaking mad at you, how could you do that to me, like, I thought you were my friend. No, I just kind of look at her and I'm like, okay, I'm over it. Like, hello, nice shirt. I never say that. What? I don't know. Like, I'm so disappointed in myself that I didn't get mad at him as much as I got mad at her, but I did blow up on them both, like, right after. Yeah. I don't know if I should, like, just go ahead and do this last part. I might do as much as I can. Actually, I don't even know if I want to do the details, because it's like, you know, it's like a little too much. It's a little too personal, and I wish that he wouldn't have made that part public. Like, any of this other stuff is just kind of like, I'm completely over it. But this last part is just, I'm not over it at all. Like, at all. I would have been over it if he didn't tell everybody and like make a big deal out of it and describe it to everybody. But now, like, almost everybody knows, and like, I don't even know what they know at this point, because I've heard different things. Like, I don't even know what to explain anymore, because I don't know what I should go into detail about, because I don't know what he went into detail about. So if this last part is kind of like all over the place, I understand, like, completely. And if nobody believes me and you choose to believe him, that's okay too. It's fine. Honestly, at this point, I just want to get it out there so that I can feel better. And okay, I guess we'll just get into it. So, he broke up with Chloe. He went back and forth from me to her a couple of times, and then the last time that he was with me, basically, like, we broke up again, and I was like, come over and get your shit and, like, take it, and, like, give me all the stuff that I gave you, because I'm gonna burn it. And I did, happily. So all of that happened. He came, he got his stuff, and he ran into, like, the woods part near my house, and I was confused, and I was kind of just like, what the fuck, like, and honestly, I was kind of worried that he was gonna kill himself, because I was, like, that was something that was used against me sometimes, and, like, I was worried about it, because I didn't want that blame to be put on me. I didn't want that to be my responsibility, even though, like, it wouldn't have been my fault, because I didn't, like, push him to it. I went after him, and Jasmine, stop. And I was basically just like, what the fuck are you doing? I need to say that I never said that he raped me. I never once said that he forced it on me. I never told anybody that. But in court, it would be considered rape. I'm not saying that it's rape, but I'm saying it would be considered. And in the moment, like, I wasn't thinking about it. I was just kind of like, well, whatever, because I don't know. I guess, like, I could say it like how my mom's friend was saying it, like, he sweet talked me into it, I guess, because Jasmine, shut up. He says that it was, like, all good and, like, whatever, but, like, I swear to God, like, at least 5 minutes was me saying no. Can I even speak English? Like, the first 5 minutes of it was me saying no, and him pulling my pants down, and me pulling them back up, and being like, no, and I gave so many excuses. Okay, I forgot exactly where I was at, because it stopped recording in the middle of it, but okay, let me just go back to, I guess, like, before it all happened. I mean, whatever, it's fine. Like, if he's told you, then he's told you. You probably don't know the true story, but you know what, you get the gist of it. It happened, okay? Whatever. And by our text messages, his parents found out, and we weren't allowed to date anymore. And I was like, okay, so officially not ever going to date him again, because, like, I literally can't now. And I don't know why, like, I even wanted to keep going back in the first place, but, I mean, looking back, I look at it and I'm like, why would I ever, like, want to go back to that? But in the moment, like, I felt like it was worth it somehow. And again, like, one of the only reasons that I'm making this video, number one, is for my own, like, mental health. I feel like if I get my side out there, then, like, it will sit well with me, because at least I, like, somewhat defended myself. I, like, have my part out there so that everybody can, like, make their own judgments or whatever, because people are always gonna judge. Sorry, it stopped recording again. I need to, like, hurry up and get this over with, but again, like, basically, this wouldn't be public if he wouldn't have made it public, so if you're gonna start that with him. Can you shut up? Oh my gosh, You know what I mean? Okay, I need to, like, end this video now. I don't know if I, like, left out anything important. If I did, I'll probably edit it in. Okay. Don't send any hate. Okay, bye, thank you. I don't even know how to end this video. But it needs to end because my storage is almost gone. So, bye.